Well, the Flames make it 2 in a row in the Vine Center on a Saturday afternoon. The Liberty men's basketball team knocks off Presbyterian College 60-48, the final score. Alongside Paul Nazigan, my name is Nick Pierce, and the Flames go to 2-1 now in Big South Conference play. Paul, 1-point deficit at halftime. Neither team really shot the ball very well in the first half. Second half, though, we saw the Liberty offense come around.
Yeah, it really did. And again, much like the previous game, they kind of go into halftime, make some necessary adjustments, also gather some motivation, some enthusiasm. They kind of come out with really some fresh legs. The ball's moving around, hit some points. A couple guys got hot at the right time. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. But defensively also, they really just kind of start that second half of locking it down, cleaning up the glass. They win the battle of the boards this afternoon and start pushing that lead out and, again, get a nice, hard-earned, well-deserved victory.
Yeah, there's some schools around the country or some NBA venues where they'll have, first team, if the team's clear 100, you'll get washer fluid after the game or something. I thought we were going to have to set the mark to about 40 here after the first half tonight. It was 22-21 at the break. Defensive slugfest, but like you said, in the second half, Flames were able to get some things going. Caleb Holmesley, another good night for him as well. Holmesley finishes up with 12 points. Georgia Pacheco-Ortiz leading the way with 14, and then Lavelle Cabell with 13. Those three guys kind of the triple threat here today offensively for Liberty.
Yeah, and Georgie started the game hot, and when again, not a lot of scoring, but the scoring that was happening picked up right where he left off, came off that great game previously. But then in the second half, you mentioned it, Caleb Holmesley has another great second half, provides offensive spark. Man, he was just doing everything, not just the scoring, though.
25-foot three-pointer up top to really put the game away. Yeah.
But also great defense, a couple block shots at key times. Rebounds, he's just so versatile and so skilled, doing a lot of things out there. And then Lavelle had struggled a couple games, but he really comes alive. And, we saw him get into the rim today. We saw him hit some threes. But then also what I really like, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. And we saw Lavelle pump fake, get himself to 10 or 12 feet, hit some big mid-range shots that kind of started that ball rolling of getting that lead, and then the Flames just lock it down and push out another good victory.
Yeah, Flames shot 50% in the second half as a team. They held Presbyterian to just 32% in the game, 48 points for PC, their lowest scoring output of the season. After the ball game, we had a chance to get inside the Flames locker room, catch up with head coach Richie McKay and some of the players.
Hey, make no mistake about it, Presbyterian is a really good team. They are phenomenally well coached, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone. So I was really pleased with the way we defended because they have some guys that can make some shots, and we endured today. I thought our offense, again, affected our defense in the first half. We missed a couple of point-blank layups, and again, Presbyterian's good, and I thought we were a little behind the play on some defensive possessions in the first half. Second half, we cleaned it up, but we were feeling better about ourselves because we made some buckets in the second half. And, again, I think that's a sign of maturity. I think our guys are better than they were 2 weeks ago at it. And I think that's the best we played in our last 4 or 5 games. So I thought it was a really good effort on both ends of the floor because we don't always grade. We never grade the shot by whether or not it goes in. We grade it by the quality of shot we get. And I thought we had some good looks.
The different way, just Scotty and Myers, they play well, and they guard well. Lewis, and he scored a little bit, but I mean we did what our coaches asked us to do, and we did that, and we just play our pace. We play our game, and we played great defense in the second half. We were way better than we did in the first half.
We just got a lot of ball and player movement in the second half. I think we touched the paint a little more, so we were able to get inside, out threes, and then we got a few more layups to go in the first half, so I think that kind of built our confidence as we went on. Yeah, I think we did pretty good defensively. Our offense wasn't going like we wanted to in the first half, so that contributed to why we were down, but I think our defense was pretty solid.
I guess when you came here 5 years ago, did you see yourself scoring 1,000 points?
No way. It's just been a blessing and a crazy ride to get to 1,000 points. Going from one D1 offer to 1,000 points is pretty crazy in my mind. So it's just great that I found a place that I love, and hopefully they love me. So I'm just really grateful to be a part of a program that I was able to do this. It's always good when you get a win, and I mean that's all I'm really concerned about. Personal accolades aside, I just want to win.
So Liberty now 11-5 on the year. The Flames again improved to 2-1 in the Big South. And defensively, Paul, we talked about the job that Liberty did, especially in the second half. But tonight, Devon Bell for PC, their second leading scorer, came in averaging 13 points a game. Tonight, just 1 of 8 from the field. And the 1-3 that he hit was just before the shot clock expired.
Yeah, desperation.
Deep three,
kind of,
right.
Yeah, they really do a good job on Bell. And again, that Presbyterian team is a good team. They are vastly improved. Coach Kern's doing a really good job. And Bell is kind of their motor. You know, he's got quickness and distributes the ball well. And so they do a great job shutting him down. Now, of course, they got some other good players. You know, Reggie Dillard, their leading scorer, Francois Lewis, the JUCO transfer that they've acquired. 2 great players. And those guys had their moments. They, had their scoring runs, kind of a bend, don't break mentality, but Liberty shuts everybody else down, even those guys that score a little bit and get the victory. So, again, overall, some guys maybe score at times individually, but as a unit, the pack line does a great job holding to 40 points. That's their lowest output this season for PC. A good defensively earned victory,
right.
and that's I don't think Coach would have it any other way.
Yeah, and they're a fun team to watch, talking about Presbyterian.
Yes.
Dustin Kearns in his first season as the head coach. A lot more energy around that bunch, I think, now than in years past, and they're going to win some games for sure going forward in the Big South. Well, looking forward to Tuesday night. The Liberty Flames will have a tall task as they head down to the Winthrop Coliseum in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Place that has quite honestly been a house of horrors for the Flames over the last few years, just to put it bluntly. But Liberty, talking to some of the guys after the ball game here today, they're not thinking about that. At least that's the answers that they're giving, and it seemed genuine. I mean, talking to some of the players, it's the next game on the schedule. We got to go down there and try to score more points than the other team,
that's right.
And that's kind of the focus and the mentality that the Flames seem to have, and they really can't think about the past. They got to just focus on Tuesday.
Yeah, and again, they were picked as one of the top teams in the conference, but you're seeing as the scores are coming in, it's going to be anybody's league this year. You're seeing some teams win and lose, and even the game, got some games tonight. But you can't look ahead, can't worry about standings. Go down there, take the next one on the schedule. Matt was asking me, what do they do to get ready? Chew on some glass, drink some vinegar. I mean, get mean, because it's going to be a battle. It always is down there. They're a hard-fought team. It's going to be a physical game. You got to bring your mental game as well. You can't have any mental lapses for any amount of time. They got good players. Xavier Cooks is a force to be reckoned with. The Broman brothers are great shooters, so they have a well-balanced attack. It's going to be a war, but it's going to be fun. Can't wait till Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. Liberty and Winthrop coming up Tuesday night, 7 o'clock in the Winthrop Coliseum. For now, the Flames will savor the win in the Vine Center. Liberty wins it over PC 60-48 here on this Saturday afternoon. For Paul Nazigan, I'm Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.